Alright, hey guys. So expect more shrimp updates until breeding season actually begins with the snakes. I have moved the baby rack that I will be selling out, or possibly trading. I'm talking to my friend right now who owns a pet store. I told him I would do $125 store credit, $175 cash. Because he's got shrimp, so I'm probably going to buy more shrimp from him. I have moved the shrimp from my nightstand over to a shrimp rack. That's just a cheap wire rack I picked up at Lowe's. Each shelf holds 150 pounds. I'm not going to be doing more than a 10-gallon tank on each one of these racks, so perfect. Eventually I'm going to get a bigger rack. This is just to control my urges right now. If I get like a 6-shelf rack, I'm going to want to fill all the 6 shelves. So with this, I can hold on. This tank is empty. I'm going to let it go, catch up to room temperature, and then I'm putting this Java moss in there, and I'm going to let it just grow until it fills the whole tank. I want extra Java moss. Java moss is a must for shrimp tanks. It provides space for babies to hide in. It absorbs toxins in the water. It's just a great thing to have. My Sakura oranges are down here. I had 5. I can only see 4 in the tank. I have no idea where the 5th one went. I actually found one of them hiding in the filter, which will be going soon. I've got this kind of whisper filter down there. I've got sponge filters on the way, and I'm going to use those. They're much safer. But I had the water level too high, and he crawled up inside, and he was just hanging out down on top on the filter pad. I mean, it's not the end of the world. He didn't die, obviously. That thing is literally just a container. In fact, I don't even really need this filter pad in here. This is just because Java moss likes the water flowing. It likes flows. But this is just a container. You can't really see down in there. That holds this filter pad. And the pump is on the bottom back, and it sucks the water up inside. So there isn't even really a need for that filter pad, but I'm going to leave it in there anyway, just because. If anything, it can grow good bacteria, good cycled bacteria on it that I can use to seed other tanks. So that works. I've been working on water levels for my fish or my shrimp too. I got TDS meter, and the TDS meter the TDS reading on my crystal tank, or not crystal, cherry tank, out in the living room was like 600, and their optimum is 200. But they were still breeding. They were really tough critters. So I've actually got baby shrimp in the tank, and I have a bunch of buried, which is the term for pregnant or gravid, willies in that tank. So that's cool. I actually saw a little baby shrimp the other day. So they're breeding. But what I've been doing is water changes, and instead of using the Walmart spring water like I have been, which has a TDS of 220 something, Cherry Shrimp's TDS, which is total dissolved solids in the water, is 0 to 200 or something like that, or 20 to 200. So they were at 600. And I've been cutting the tank, doing the water changes with distilled water. And I got it down to like 240 out there. I'm going to do another water change. I don't want to do it too rapidly, because I don't want them to die of TDS shock or a change in their environment too quickly. So I've basically just been doing a gallon at a time to cut it down. I'll take video later. I finally went through and did some maintenance on my regular fish tank too. I had a bunch of really big Amazon swords in there, and the leaves were covered in beard algae, so I trimmed off all the leaves that are covered in beard algae, and it looks so much better now. But I just wanted to show you guys. So this rack is eventually going to hold either 2 5-gallons and a 10 up top, or just 3 5-gallons. I haven't decided yet. The plant tank, I have a 10-gallon in the basement. I'll be setting up, putting in the window of the basement. It does get sunlight. It's a low light plant that likes cooler temperatures. So no heater. I'll just put it down there in the 10-gallon and let it grow. Run a filter or get a submersible pump, because all it needs is a current. It doesn't even need a current, but it likes a current. From what I've heard, it grows densest around like the water flow. So, but that's it for now. I'll let you guys know what happens as more develops. My breeders Breeding snakes, I gotta clean the rack up. I moved supplies over from the other rack, and I gotta clean it up. I'm probably gonna put a shelf up here and just start stacking stuff up on the shelf. But my breeders are in brumation until the end of January, and then I'll be waking them up, feeding them up, and deciding who I'm gonna keep, who I'm gonna sell. There's gonna be a lot for sale. I'm gonna cut my projects way down, like 2 clutches a year down, if that. And then we'll go from there. But I'm not getting out, at least not yet, not entirely. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to speculate. You know, I could sell my entire collection today, and then tomorrow be like, oh, what have I done? So I'm not going to be hasty. But right now I'm enjoying my shrimp. And that's what matters to me. Here's one of the orange ones up there. There's one right there. Probably doesn't want to focus very well. Yeah, there we go. But that plant back there I actually took out of my big fish tank. It started growing off of one of the other plants. So I took it out, put it in there. But that's it for now. Oh.